Good evening, viewers and listeners. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful program, JCTV Africa. We'll give you updates and discussions and analysis of the political landscape of Zimbabwe, Africa, and beyond, giving you every day so that you are going to stay updated on what is happening on our political space. Thank you so much for joining us. If it is your first time, please consider subscribing, hit the bell notification so that you won't miss out on all of the videos that we do here. Today, there is a lot that has happened that we are going to unpack on the show. Today, we're going to be looking at the press conference that was held by Tino Machakaire, the Minister of Youth, who's also in the Youth League. And we're also going to look at Chris Mutsvangwa's press conference, and then also relook at Blessed Geza's press conference that we did. As I'm speaking to you, there is a video that was uploaded by Heart and Soul TV of the interview that was done of Sevia Kasukwere, that we're going to look at that. I think we're going to do a morning and an early morning just to give you an update on that one so that you can understand for yourself. But the main subject of the day, which we are going to spend much of our discussion, is the story of Chris Mutsvangwa. So please brace up yourself with that. Now, in the thick of things, or in everything that has been happening today, one thing can never be overlooked: the story of Blessed Geza. It is topical. Now, let's look at what Blessed Geza said, which was an interview. I don't know where it was hidden, but it came out and it revealed some of the fears that we had. As I said, that I'm not taking any side yet here, because that is my goal as a journalist. I don't need to take any sides. I need to bring objectivity to you.
Right now,
this is the interview that Dara Blessed Mhlanga had with Blessed Geza, and I want you to listen for yourself so that you understand why some of us were not so much worked out, though it is the news of the day. But I'm not so much excited because people change colors, and that is not good. Let us listen to what he said here, and I think you understand why I have been a little bit skeptical.
aiwaga mirani kutauri imwe zvinhu zvinoitika hani ndiri kutokutaurira kurauza kuti hatina kupusaka because ndiri kutokutaurira kutozviziva takapusaka ndisikakutauriri zvese. We'll deal with this situation at the appropriate time, but ndiri kutotaura kuti commander vamunangagwa, right, navachiwenga handidi, right, ngavadissolve policy bureau tikwane isu vari vechiunhu, ngavadissolve cabinet inozinana kazembe vana soda vanani havambozviutaga pane kupaniwa vane kambamura vanani, why do you hate your comrades? Kune mageneral, kune retired CIO vakawanda, kune retired commissioners of police and other senior officers vakawanda havadiwe.
Maybe the president is looking at capacity and capability.
Bullshit. Vana muntu grade 7 ane capacity and capability. Grade 7. Oita busy yokwinzi nhasi aitwa minister of state mangwana provincial minister isiripo. We are not apologetic about it. Chinhu chedu ichi toda kutopinda, ndoda kuti president vanipo zimota varipo ndoda mabodyguards ini.
But you've got your own cars. You've got a hotel at your house that you built in Sanyat. Why do you want all this?
I want to be rewarded as well, not to be used like a political condom all the time. I'm not a political condom. And urukora vana mahiya vaya na vamwe.
Right. Do you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? People of Zimbabwe, did you hear that? Let's play it again so that you understand. I want you to listen to this so that you probably don't get worked out about this.
You know, kune mageneral, kune retired CIO vakawanda, kune retired commissioners of police and other senior officers vakawanda. Havadiwe.
Maybe the president is looking at capacity and capability.
Bullshit. Vana muntu grade 7 ane capacity and capability. Grade 7. You know, oita busy yokwinzi. Nasa aitwa minister of state, mangwana provincial minister. Isiripo. We are not apologetic about it. Children chedu ichi. Toda kutopinda. Noda kuti president vanipozi mota. Varipochi. Noda mabodyguards.
But you've got your own cars. You've got a hotel at your house that you built in Sanyat. Why do you want all this?
I want to be rewarded as well. Not to be used like a political condom all the time. I'm not a political condom. And urukora wana mahia vaya na vamwa.
Right. I just wanted you to get context on this. Right. That's the reason why some of us were not so much excited about this whole issue. Right. Chirikuchikama Zimbabweans, or what the Zimbabweans are so much afraid of, is this rhetoric. Because this is what happened in 2017. And we are here. You understand? So now, as much as people would want a transitional authority, but the issue that is at hand is mukuru anenge aringoda kuitwa zvaari kuda. And that's the fear. Once all that has been brought, do you think is going to come back to the people? That's the question. But anyway, we want to give him the benefit of the doubt. The other issue that is also on the ground is the quietness of opposition is very alarming. The quietness of opposition. I've seen people saying that Chamisa this, Chamisa this, Chamisa this, Chamisa is planning, Chamisa is planning. People of Zimbabwe, let us wake up. Nguva dziri kufamba. Time is moving. You understand? Since 2023, you have been told that something is being worked out. Something is happening. How many times are you going to be hoodwinked into thinking that something is happening when something is not happening? People that are doing things, we see them. Did you see Venancio Mondlane, what he did in Mozambique? He's walking the talk. Now, I'm not encouraging violence, but I'm saying Chamisa has got a bigger constituency of people that voted for him in 2023. He is the person that was voted more than any other political player in Zimbabwe. Right? He is one of the people that have been voted in who is a bigger political player other than President Idi Mnangagwa in terms of numbers. Where is he? Why is he not using that? He has a bigger constituency, and his quietness is very worrying. So that's where Geza come in. They come in because they see an opportunity. So the question now is, if our opposition are quiet or are in disarray or they are not organized or they are not brave enough, ZANU PF and then they come in. To us as people that are looking, objectively, we see that as cowardice. We see that as a political cowardice. You know, we want people that are fighting, that are doing things in the political space, and making sure that people at Sungo mavesi achashandi baba. Mavesi achashandi. Mavesi achatushandi. Pano parudiwa action. Mana Geza, they are not talking mavesi. But to our action. That's why all of us were excited about this. That's why people are saying Famba Geza. It's because he's talking action. Chamisa is not talking action. He's talking verses. That's not good. Anyway, let's go to the next video that was done by Tino Machakaire when he was talking to the Youth League. And I want you to check the tone. Check the tone of Tino Machakaire, how he was. He was a little bit shaken. Let's just take a look at what he was saying here. Tino Machakaire, the way how he was addressing the people. Right? There's Tino Machakaire.
As the Youth League, we will not remain silent and watch the good name of our president and the party being dragged through the mud. Let me take this opportunity to rally all members of the Youth League rank and file to be vigilant and be careful, lest you be hooked into mischief by excitable and wayward elements in our party. As the Youth League, we will not remain silent and watch the good name of our president and the party being dragged through the mud.
Right? Did you see how a little bit shaken he was? He is a little bit shaken, very shaken. He's not steady in his speech if you watch him. So this issue, we can attest that there is confusion in the party, and that issue is, as Mr. Damba was saying yesterday, that the president is trying to isolate Vana Blessed Geza out by the program of the war veterans. And then we are going to come to the story of Chris Mutsvangwa, what he said earlier. I've watched the war speech, and he tried to not criticize Geza directly because of a number of things. Obviously, he is not sure. He understands there is a problem inside the party, but he cannot speak it out directly. He cannot call it out. In some way, he just said, Geza is being used, but he did not say who. You understand? Geza is being used, you know? So this tells you that the issue that is there, the issue that is inside ZANU PF, it needs, if there is something that needs to be done now, if they are not happy with Geza, the party, instead of criticizing him and planning to ouster him, the best thing that they could be doing is to sit down with him and negotiate with him if they really want things to happen. But according to the word that we are hearing from the sources that are inside, they are saying Mukuru has been given time to leave, and that's why you saw Joachim Chisano was in the city. They are planning his exit. So we wait, as I said, in the next 2-3 weeks. Last week, we are going to see something big happening in Zimbabwe. I'm not speculating based on my thinking, but I'm saying if they are going to arrest Blessed Geza, that's when we are going to see the fireworks beginning. Can you imagine that Blessed Geza, the whole somebody who is well known in the security apparatus, the police are saying we are looking for him. The police are saying we are looking for him. And imagine how the time that they caught Wopo. Same day they were at his house, breaking windows and breaking doors to come and arrest him. Jacob Ngarivume, Jameson Timber, Anna Job Scala, they didn't take time. They didn't put out a press statement. They just said, we are arresting this person. You know? So this shows you that there is fear of an uprising. And that fear is what is keeping the party to be where it is. But let's listen to a snippet of what Chris Mutsvangwa said earlier when he was addressing Blessed Geza. Let's go to that speech. But first of all, I think it would be good for us to listen to what Blessed Geza say, and then we respond to what Chris Mutsvangwa then said afterwards. Just take a listen to what Blessed Geza say so that you can get context of.
presiding over a failed state. He is one of them who surrounds himself with such people simply because he is one of them. Christopher Mutsvangwa, my friend, we seek to appeal to your conscience. You have been our brother. We have stood together. But your statement, although half-hearted, was just a pity. How do you defend a person who arrested your son like a common criminal over things that his children do daily? While your son was being held in remand prison on charges of selling sterling, this rogue president was giving Shigananda a license without even consulting Potras. Is that a president you want? Mnangagwa, the people of Zimbabwe are charging you with the following. 1, presiding over a failed state, a nation that has failed its people. 50% of Zimbabweans are in poverty, while over 80%.
All right. We want now to listen to what Chris Mutsvangwa said here about Comrade Geza. Right. Just listen to this part where he is addressing Blessed Geza. Just a second as we get to that clip. Right. So I wanted you to get context. He is saying that he is his friend. Listen to how he has responded. Right. Here we go.
It's not true. I told you I had an interview with you. All I can say is that some of the intelligence which is being given is definitely wrong. He mentioned the other day that my son was incarcerated by the president. It's not true. I told you I had an interview with you today. I know who was behind the incarceration of my son in a false incarceration in May last year. And I know why the reasons why it was being done, the political reasons why it was.
Right. Do you hear that? So Chris Mutsvangwa was saying that, oh, there's no sound. Sorry about that. Let's play it again. Let's play it again. To those that are saying there's no sound, let's play it again. Okay, let's hear the. All right, here we go. Let's hear the sound of Chris Mutsvangwa. All right. Let's hear him. Just a second. Technologies.
All I can say is that some of the intelligence which is being given is definitely wrong. He mentioned the other day that my son was incarcerated by the president. It's not true. I told you I had an interview with you today.
Can you hear
I
me?
know who was behind the incarceration of my son.
Can you hear
in a false incarceration in May last year.
All right, thank you.
And I know why the reasons why it was being done, the political reasons why it was being done. The president had nothing to do with it, and he had to come back and undo that thing but undo it in a manner which did not arouse the anxieties that he may be interfering with the judiciary. So it had to be a long drawn-out affair. But me, my wife, who is the Minister of Women Affairs, we know that the president had nothing to do with it. So Bombshell is wrong. Comrade Bombshell is wrong to try to accuse the president. It's not true. Rather, the people who are telling him to go on televisions are the ones who are behind the persecution of my son. So I'm surprised for the.
Otherwise, he is saying that inadvertently, he is saying VP Chiwenga, or there is another force, or there is another faction inside ZANU PF that has got power to use the judiciary and the police to arrest his son. Do you get it? There is another force inside ZANU PF which is using the power, and that power is being abused by a faction inside ZANU PF. And inadvertently, Chris Mutsvangwa is admitting that there is a power that is more powerful than the president. He's exposing that. I want you to listen. He's saying that there are people who are using Geza, and these are the same people that incarcerated his son. Right? Now, these people that were part of the incarceration of his son, they are so powerful that they can use the judiciary. And inadvertently is admitting that the party has got the power to influence these arms of government that are supposed to be operating independently and impartially. Do you get it? So, in this whole interview, he's admitting a lot of things. He's admitting, one, that there is a powerful force or a powerful unit or a powerful faction that is inside the party that is abusing power using the judiciary, that is using the arms of government, which are security forces, or that are using the police, right? Because you see, when you go to the police, you get arrested, and then there is a prosecutor. That prosecutor uses the prosecution team is part of the judiciary team, right? It's part of the state. It's part of the state. I wanted to say it's part of the state. So these prosecutors are being used by a faction inside ZANU PF in order to incarcerate Chris Mutsvangwa's son. Do you see what he's admitting here? So there is a lot of, he is also admitting that there is a powerful force inside ZANU PF that is acting in another way. Confirming what we've been saying, that Geza is being used by the people that are on top. So that is what he said. I also want you to listen to the other part. Let us just finish this one, and then we listen to the other part where he's saying Geza is his friend. Just listen here.
Field combat officer, he normally has got very good intelligence, because he wouldn't have survived the war as a guerrilla fighter if his intelligence was faulty. I don't know why he is being misled by being given chicken feed. It's in intelligence per circles. What is being given is called chicken feed. That my son was incarcerated by the president, and that I should not have a relationship with the president because he incarcerated my son. It's not true. I want to put it on record.
Right? Let us listen to the other part where Chris Mutsvangwa, the audio is not that great. I tried to boost it, but it's not that good. Okay, let's listen here to what he says. Apologies to everyone that is watching. We are trying to get this audio so that we can give you context. This is the last part here. Okay, and then we close up this broadcast. Listen to what he says here.
Someone who is not because they are critics. Because Trump comes and then Elon Musk comes, he says, close the door, shut the website. all the cover for nonsensical things, you know, we do health, this one, that. They are not interested. We know what we're doing. So USA has been shut globally. And it is a very non-Zimbabwean politics. So there's a lot of nationality for those who were beneficiaries from the USA. What am I saying is that the regime change agents in Zimbabwe are on the defensive. They've got their foot in the back because of what is happening to USA. That also explains why this assumption of energy and appearance of being humpty on issues which are ZANU PF, including, of course, trying to abuse one of our comrades whom they are constantly putting on television for this or for that. Some of the issues are now subject to I can't comment on it, but all I can say is that some of the intelligence which is being given is definitely wrong. He mentioned the other day that my son was incarcerated by the president. It's not true. I told you I had an interview with him today. I know who was behind the incarceration of my son in the forced incarceration in May last year. And I know why the reasons why it was being done, the political reasons why it was being done. The president had nothing to do with it. And he had to come back and undo that thing, but undo it in a manner which did not arouse anxieties that may interfere with the judicial. So it had been a long drawn out affair. But me, my wife is the Minister of Human Affairs. We know that the president has nothing to do with it. So bombshell is wrong. Bombshell is wrong to try to accuse the president. It's not true. Rather, the people who are telling him to go on television are the ones who are behind the persecution of my son. So I'm surprised for a field combat officer. He normally has got very good intelligence because he wouldn't have.
All right, my apologies for that. There's a video that I wanted to get, but anyway, I wanted to comment on when he said that Blessed Geza is his friend. He admitted he is not outrightly denouncing him like the way how he's being addressed by other ZANU PF cadres. He did not speak about his crimes. He did not speak about, he is actually saying he is being misled. You know, when you take that stance and you say someone is being misled, you are actually exonerating that person. You're actually exonerating that person. Zvakafanana nemunhu anenge achiti munhu akafurirwa nevanhu vekuopposition but munhu ari right chaizvo. In other words, what they are saying is this person, if we can sit him down, we can have a conversation. But this way how guys inside ZANU PF, like the likes of Ana Chief Wenje and the likes of Ana Ziyambi and the whole cloud of Arakashi and other guys, the way how they are addressing Blessed Geza, they are addressing him as Boki. In other words, when they are telling him that he is Boki, they are already, he is now regarded as someone that needs to be extinguished or needs to be vanquished. He is now an enemy of the party. But the rhetoric that Mutsvangwa is giving, it's a rhetoric of exonerating the person to say, he has just said, you know, he could be restored. You understand? I hope you get what I'm saying. Now, this is a way of showing you that Chris Mutsvangwa does not want to outrightly attack Blessed Geza and label him a terrorist or label him and give him names. No, he just said, Angoitaka force intelligence and Blessed Geza, he is being used by other people. You understand? So this is what it is, guys. This is what it is, people. As I said, that there's a lot of things that Chris Mutsvangwa exposed in trying to evade outrightly attacking Blessed Geza in this press conference. And it was, he needed to come out, and I'm sure from the pressure that was also coming, he needed to come out and speak about Blessed Geza at some given time. He wrote a letter which was, you know, full of vocabulary, but it was not outrightly saying Geza is not doing what is right. You understand? Look at the way how he's being, Blessed Geza is being reported in ZBC. It's being reported as somebody who is a rogue, but Chris Mutsvangwa did not call him rogue. He just said, he needs some bit of panel beating, which means that akaenda ku Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology, he can come back at a right. Or if you can sit over with him over tea, everything will be fine. He's not outrightly attacking him. And also, for your own information, I have tried to speak to guys inside ZANU PF who would normally comment on these issues. Have remained, they told me, we don't want to comment. Why? Because this one is a hot cake. Chiri kupisa chinhu ichi. And kan chipisa kudaro ngatichibate nemaoko tinyatsonzwisa zvakamira sei. So there is a lot that is happening, people of Zimbabwe. I would want you to chime in and give me your thoughts in this. I would love to hear your thoughts on this matter if you are watching this broadcast. We've got about close to 300 people here. Now, let's look at some of your comments. I'm seeing here, Joey Tatia. Munhu ane vanhu pamoyo haana prize nekuti chinokosha vana veZimbabwe vanoverengera kusimuka kwendege remukoma Jetro. I need to be talking to you, Murisei. Right, Joey, thank you. Please get in touch. The number is one that is on your screen. Get in touch, please. Tinashe Chambare. Shamisa word risingawe zvako kasiye kanotitira wiwi mukumbeze kamutengesi zvako ZANU yese iyo izanu yese iyo. Right, Comrade Geza Viva Bora. Okay, there's Malista Chikanya mudhara uyu anopedza masports. Right, Geza Stella Ngwenya Viva Geza. Right, last sensation, Mutsvangwa anorasa nyaya saka ZANU PF is abusing the state as a whole. I don't think anga achiziva impact yezvaataura. Yes, you can hide your intention, but it will always come out. Chris was forced to talk about Geza now on the steel metal. What a confusion, because he started talking about the achievements of Manize and everything. And my question is, do we need this now? Or, so he had to find things that he can use to defend himself, to show that he is still part, of he's showing his loyalty to the other comrades. But to tell you the truth, Chris Mutsvangwa is not happy. He did not do this press conference in all his heart like we know him, Chris Mutsvangwa. He tried by all means to evade questions and make sure that he gives the responsibility to the party organs to deal with Blessed Geza. But as far as we know, if Blessed Geza was not a hot cake to touch, he would have been arrested by now. He would have been removed from the party by now. Did you see what happened to the likes of Anna Godfrey Senengam, the way how they were expelled? It didn't take a week. The moment that they made remarks about the party, immediately there was a press conference and they were kicked out. So this is what it is. You know how ZANU PF operates, and there is playing safe among the comrades. Mike Brian Dube is saying that Changwa anodakwa nema blue wine, no problem yake munhu akango no, we don't do that here. Anyway, right, let's hear what here is saying. Admire Chikaka, new government, we don't want people like Chris Vanongo Tevera where the wind is blowing. That press conference was a unnecessary waste of time. Right. Thank you so much for everyone that has been participating. I thought I needed to give you heads up. Tomorrow morning, I will analyze the Xavier Kasukure interview, and we're going to let it, slide blow by blow. I might do a review during the course of the day, and then we analyze what is going on. But anyway, if you are part of this broadcast, you know what we've been talking about in the past few days, and you want us to continue doing the work that we're doing. We would want to be there in Zimbabwe and working and interviewing people, getting to know what is happening. As you can see, I want to thank you for supporting us. This is our podcast microphones. I have another set of microphones that we bought in the past month, and we would want to be having podcasts where we'll be having conversations, because interviews, your your mainstream media, they are no longer, they are also focusing on podcasts, because that's where people are going. So we need to be having podcasts with individuals with great minds, and also we have conversations that are not polarizing the community, that are also building, that we can build each other, where we can learn instead of focusing on negativity in politics as well. As much as this is news, but we also need to build our country. We also need to build a community. We need to build families. So that is the purpose of our channel. We want to build positivity and build good lives. That being said, thank you so much for being part of this conversation and being part of this broadcast of tonight. Please get in touch with us on the numbers that are appearing on the screen if you want to partner with the JCTV Africa in the endeavors that we are doing. As I said, we are in need of $500. You can partner with us. We can advertise your business during this broadcast, during our podcast that we'll be doing. And we also have other programs that we do on JCTV Africa that are lined up that we want to do. And please, if you support us, we can tailor-made a partnership that also work both ways. It's not just you giving us money, it is also you also getting a value at the end of the day. So please get in touch with us on the number that is appearing on the screen. If you want us to advertise your business, we can also do that. We want to do feature interviews, we can also do that. So please get in touch. All those details will be discussed in our WhatsApp. So be with us as we grow, because you have been with us since 2019, growing in leaps and bounds. I was not even good at doing this this past year. For your information, I went to School of Journalism so that I can improve my craft, and I want to do more. I'm still also furthering my studies in this industry. So the people that were with me from the beginning, I want to say thank you, and those that have joined in the way, thank you, and everyone that is watching right now, over 200 people that are watching, I want to thank you. So if you want to see the growth of JCTV Africa and what we want to be doing and where we want to take the media space in Zimbabwe, please be part of that partnership program. The details are there on the screen. Good night, everyone, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow when we talk about other issues that will be happening in the media space. Thank you, and ciao, ciao. Good night.